The world of social media is vast. Sometimes it can be a bit too much even for these celebrities. Welcome to Beyond the Screen. I'm Nate, and these are 10 celebrities who quit social media. Number 10, Billie Eilish. Billie is a talented artist and overall seems just like a stellar human being. She's been involved in many social media rumors and stories surrounding her physical attributes, her relationships, and her beliefs. Well, she shared with Conan O'Brien on the Conan Needs a Friend podcast that she deleted every social media app off her phone and just doesn't look online anymore at anything with her name or face attached to it. Considering that she grew up with and spent a lot of time on social media, she claimed that this was a massive move to her and made a big difference in her life. She told Conan that she felt like she grew up in the perfect world with social media. Her first experience was back when the internet was not so internet-y. She had a childhood where she was not glued to her screen, much like a lot of people are these days. It was computers and games on computers, but like barely. Then when she became a preteen, there were iPhones for the first time, and as she grew, so did the internet. She was excited to use it at first, but as time went on and her career grew, her relationship with the online world began to change. People can leave comments about anything online, so she was noticing a ton of hate being thrown her way for seemingly no reason. Because of that, she slowly started to wean herself off social media platforms like X and Facebook. She said that she saw people who seemed to be in their right minds going online and just talking about how terrible of a person she was, when in reality, she seems like a pretty normal human being who just wants some privacy. Number 9, Tom Holland. In 2022, Tom Holland took to his Instagram to announce his official departure from the app, as well as Twitter. He decided to take a break for his mental health, as he finds those platforms just cause overstimulation and make him feel overwhelmed. Understandably, he gets caught up in a spiral when he reads things about himself online, and ultimately it's detrimental to his mental health. So, deleting the apps and taking a step back just makes sense. Holland is a busy man, not just Spider-Man, but now he is his own Hollywood superstar. Tom is also the co-founder of the fundraising organization The Brothers Trust, which is a charity that supports other charities to help shed light on causes that might not be as universally known. The company created apps for people to use to keep themselves calm and collected. The 4 apps, Calm Harm, Clear Fear, Combined Minds, and Move Mood, are designed to help users with their mental health. Tom reminded people before taking his hiatus that asking for help and seeking help is not something to be ashamed of, but it is something that is much easier said than done. So hopefully those apps can be the first step towards being happier and healthier. Number 8, Tarron Edgerton. Now let's just take a moment to appreciate this guy before I go any further. Tarron is an incredible actor, and fun fact for anyone who has seen the first Kingsman movie, that was his first acting gig. Right out of school, he auditioned and got that role that would end up launching his career. Tarron has been nominated for Oscars, he's played dozens of memorable characters, and last year he even got the chance to play his friend Elton John in a biopic about Elton John called Rocket Man. I just love Elton John because most people don't get a biopic when they're still alive, and he was like, I'm not waiting, let's make this thing happen. Tarron took to social media in June of this year, detailing his decision to step away from social media for the time being. He told his followers that he wasn't sure why he was making such a big declaration about it. He just felt that it's hard to break away from a cycle that he has grown to find a bit addictive. And this was him making a commitment to himself. He actually acknowledged that he felt like his ability to sit and present and read books and watch movies and even seek out the company of the people that he actually loves was eroding as a result. In addition to how his social media use is impacting his time with loved ones, Edgerton noted that he felt a little removed from himself and it began impacting his overall career. With regards to work, he knows he's capable of more, and Instagram is just one of several impediments to getting him there. Good for Tarron, here's hoping his career does nothing but continue to grow. Number 7, Selena Gomez. Selena is an interesting woman when it comes to social media especially. On Instagram alone, she has over 430 million followers who are constantly having to read about her leaving social media only for her to return a few days later at most. Most recently, she took a 16-hour break from social media after receiving some backlash over comments and views towards the situation in the Middle East. According to her, social media is just a way to deliver us the horror, the hate, the violence, and the terror that is going on in the world today. In a post from February this year, she told her fans that she'd be leaving her social social media platforms once again after responding to rumors, alleging that a feud between herself and Hailey Bieber had grown. Rumors about these two have run rampant for years, based on the simple fact that they did have one feud once that was publicly squashed a long time ago. She reminded her followers that negative comments of any kind can hurt anyone's feelings, and since February alone, she has returned to and left social media over and over again. As I said, she most recently announced that she would be leaving, only to return 16 hours later like nothing happened. Number 6, John Legend. John is a legend that's not just a fancy last name. This man has created some of the most instantly recognizable songs on the planet. All of Me still rings in my skull when I see his face. It's happening right now. Earlier in his career, John was online all the time, but has mentioned that he is offline way more now than he once was. He told Yahoo Life that he mainly posted on Instagram and TikTok, but stopped posting on Twitter altogether as it started to become a little bit too toxic for his taste. After a while, having that much transparency between himself and his audience, not just coming from you, but also coming to you, is just a little bit of it's a hassle. All the incoming discourse was a lot. After a while, he just decided that he didn't want to do that to himself or anyone else. He found it better for his mental health just to stay away, and he is one of the few people on this list who only slowed down their social media usage instead of actually abandoning it outright. So the move is a good one, though. He just wants to take control of his mental health, and leaving social media is probably the best way to do it. Number 5, Chris Evans. Chris decided to deactivate his account altogether in 2023 for the simple reason that social media is a terrible place to spend your free time. What a guest! In June of this year, Chris decided to deactivate his account without any warning or big speech, just nothing really specific that caused him to call it quits. His final post was a short and sweet one, seemingly responding to a fellow celebrity who called it quits. He wrote that he could not have said it better himself, count me in, I'm taking a break. Much love, everyone. A break was taken and Chris steered clear of any social media fun stuff for a while. I personally don't use social media, so I'm not sure if he has returned or not, but whatever he decided to do is probably the right move to make, because if Chris Evans says something is wrong, then hey, something is wrong. Number 4, Awkwafina. Now, people give this woman a lot of flack online, but considering the path that her career seems to be taking in the world, y'all need to take a break and chill. Starting out as a stand-up comedian, she got her big break when she was casted to be a sorority sister in Neighbors 2 and stole the show with every scene that she was in. Since then, she's become a part of the MCU, starred in Oscar-nominated movies, and has branched into the world of voice acting in so many ways. Well, in 2022, she told the world that she would be taking a break from social media till at least 2024. According to one final post on Twitter in February of 2022, her therapist suggested that she remove herself from any and all social media platforms. She wrote to her fans thanking them for their continued love and support and wishing that she can be a better person for the world. She apologized if she ever fell short in anything that she did. The hiatus came hours after sharing a statement regarding her use of a black accent and African American vernacular English in the early days of her career. She explained that as a person of color, she stands by the fact that she will always listen and work tirelessly to understand the history and context of AAVE and every marginalized group, but she has never meant to mock, belittle, or be unkind to anyone in any way, in any fellow human being. Number 3, Camilla Cabello. The Havana Unana singer announced in 2021 that she planned to take a break from social media after Christmas. She wrote on her Instagram that she was going on a little social media detox until the new year. The day after Christmas, she officially decided to chill. The move was made simply because she felt like taking a break from her phone, which I think we can all relate to. The day before announcing her hiatus, she wished her mother a happy birthday on Instagram, and of course, the break only lasted for a total of 1 month before she was back to social media. It's interesting that celebrities like this feel the need to tell us that they're taking a break instead of just, taking a break. The world is not going to collapse into ruins just because Camilla Cabello didn't respond to your DMs. Number 2, Mena Massoud. Mena is the man who played the live-action version of Aladdin in the 2019 remake starring Will Smith and Naomi Scott. The film received a ton of money and it clearly captured the hearts of audiences around the globe. However, earlier this year, he decided to delete his Twitter account after the online backlash he was receiving. For those who don't know, Mena is from and went to school in Toronto, and the role of Aladdin was actually his first big role outside of school, so of course he jumped at that chance. If Disney offers you a job, you take it. Unfortunately, the reception that this movie garnered caused him to be looked over when auditioning for other roles. Casting directors saw him as Aladdin rather than Mena. Despite appearing in small roles since, he hasn't been in another Disney project, and so far it's looking like Aladdin is not going to be getting a sequel anytime soon. The other side is that on Twitter, people were making fun of his role and decided that he was a bad actor or something. Those people are crazy. He was great as Aladdin and deserves a lot more credit. After seeing that The Little Mermaid made less money, but the plans for a sequel were in the works, he decided to take a break from social media for his mental health. And at number 1, Shawn Mendes. TikTok can be a very addicting app. It is literally banned in some countries because it's known to stunt educational growth and distract people. Good job whoever made that, by the way. For Shawn, that was basically the exact same situation that he was in 2021 when he announced that he would be taking a breather from the social media platform. He said that TikTok is great, but he has extreme social media addiction, so he has to really balance himself out. Shawn was also a child of Vine, the original TikTok that paved the way for a new TikTok. Sorry, I get a little nostalgic. That was a great app and started a lot of careers. While similar though, he admitted that TikTok and Vine are different, with TikTok being the far more advanced version. Towards the tail end of 2021, Shawn told his Instagram followers that he was having some trouble adjusting to social media and felt that it might be a good idea to take some time off. But before he did, he told his fans how much he appreciated their kind words and well wishes. And he also acknowledged all the TikToks that he had seen of people having emotional reactions to his song I Will Be Okay, and just wanted to let people know how proud he was to have achieved such a powerful and emotional reaction from people. And those are celebrities that took a breather from social media. Do you feel like taking a breather? Go for it, it's probably a good idea. Leave a like down below if you enjoyed the video though, follow the channel for more celebrity content every day. Thank you for stopping beyond the screen, we'll see you next time.